Forget for a moment that it's sweltering outside and that we're still in the month of August. A seasonal shift is taking place even if it's wishful thinking. In this week's show, we're exploring legends of the fall, annual rites of autumn that are starting to roll out in late summer. Our centerpiece story looks at that perennial fall flavor, pumpkin spice and everything nice. Limited time goodies coming earlier than ever.
You can have a regular coffee with pumpkin flavor. You can have a latte macchiato with pumpkin flavor. We do everything, so we are flexible.
Then it's on to another fall favorite, Friday Night Football with Adam and Adam. Two prep sports writers are talking it up in a new podcast.
We knew we wanted Adam and Adam to do it because they are kind of the faces of the franchise a little bit when it comes to high school football, and they're very knowledgeable, and we knew they'd do a great job.
Plus, it's ripe now. Who doesn't love fresh produce? Finally, our fall trend watch, pushing aside unicorns and mermaids. The llama is having a moment. We'll break down our picks in pop culture. We'll have those stories along with the latest in our Positively Healthy Medical series. I'm Amy Osher, and this is Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. There's a battle of brewing this fall. Like the way too early holiday decorations that pop up in stores, manufacturers are dropping the limited time only pumpkin spice flavored food and drink. No matter the temperature, the pumpkin competition is always hot. Forget the Florida heat for a moment. There's a hint of autumn in the air, and it smells a lot like pumpkin spice.
You can have a regular coffee with pumpkin flavor. You can have a latte macchiato with pumpkin flavor. We do everything, so we are flexible.
Coffee shops are a true battleground for the hotly contested pumpkin spice war. Starbucks is out early this year, choosing August rather than September to launch its PSL, short for Pumpkin Spice Latte. But Dunkin' Donuts struck first, rolling out its fall fave pumpkin coffee a day earlier. Makes you wonder if consumers are ready to lap it up.
I personally am not a fan of the pumpkin spice latte or pumpkin anything. I think it's great for the pumpkin industry. You know, I hear the farmers are doing well this time of year, so, you know, if it helps them, I'm all for it.
Pumpkin Palooza may in fact be a bounty for manufacturers. This fall is welcoming a lot of products, from pumpkin pancakes and candy, ice cream and milkshakes, to ravioli, veggie burgers, protein bars, even Kellogg's limited edition pumpkin spice frosted flakes. Those mass-produced goodies are no substitute for the home brews and homemade gorgeous treats Rebel Coffee has planned.
And we had pumpkin pies and pumpkin cakes. So this is what we are doing also for this year.
Forbes magazine pegged the pumpkin spice economy at more than $100 million annually. That was 3 years ago, but there's no accounting for taste.
I used to be a barista and I loathe pumpkins, so now that I'm not in the industry anymore, they can have it.
I like the pumpkin drinks. I think they're quite good.
Opposites attract, you know?
The proof is in the pumpkin pudding. A lot of folks must be falling for it. Ranking right up there among the fall classics is high school football. The regular season kicks off in August and wraps in November. Along the way, our prep sports pros from the Daily News and the News Press are talking you through Southwest Florida in a new podcast for Friday Night Football fanatics. When it comes to high school football in Southwest Florida, no one knows better than Adam.
And those teams from the St. Petersburg area are supposedly not that great. We saw last year Largo got smacked around at Naples. So, I mean, it's basically between the local teams if you're going to get a team.
Unless it's Adam.
I'm not going to count out Big U Aldrich at Charlotte. They're going to be good this year. Either Naples or Fort Myers is going to have to face them before they face off in the regional finals.
Adam Regan, prep sports writer with the Fort Myers News Press, and Adam Fisher, prep sports reporter for the Naples Daily News, are teaming up for a region-wide high school football podcast.
It's a lot of fun. You know, Adam and I used to be competitors. You know, we were separate companies, the News Press and the Naples Daily News. Now we're a team, so we've come together, and we've always worked well together.
If you want to put the authority on Collier County football together with the authority on Lee County football, put that together on a podcast, which I think more and more people are listening to these days, I think you have a great product. Cypress Lake lost 43-0 last week. They're on the comeback. Cypress Lake.
And I'll take Island Coast just because I want to go opposite of what Adam Regan says.
We knew we wanted Adam and Adam to do it because they are kind of the faces of the franchise a little bit when it comes to high school football, and they're very knowledgeable, and we knew they'd do a great job.
Team Adam is right on trend. The growing number of sports podcasts speaks to the medium's popularity. Using this platform is part of an overall strategy in covering sports and reaching users in a new way.
We got to bring them to us, and the podcast seemed like a great way to bring an audience in that maybe we haven't touched before or we weren't serving before, and see if we can expand the audience that we already have.
So every week, Adam and Adam will tackle topics from top plays to people to watch and predictions, along with a coach's corner and questions from social media, packaged into 30 minutes of sports talk and maybe a little trash talk.
He and I have an interesting dynamic. I'm more animated, more lively. He's a little more straight-laced. He's kind of the straight guy to my funny man.
But I think, I've got the edge on him. We'll see when we pick games every week who's got the better knowledge. We're going to keep our record throughout the year, and then I'm fairly certain I'm going to come out on top at the end of the year.
Taking you inside Southwest Florida football, the podcast is a total package, complementing photo galleries and video highlights, delivering a broader experience by going outside the lines.
You still get a line score and box score and words about the game, but now it's a full feel from a Friday night game instead of a reporter rushing back and writing 300 words and that's all you get.
And we had a pretty good time in the first episode. I think we got a pretty good response. People were telling me they listened to it. Did you hear that too?
Yeah, I even had an official come up to me on the sideline and say, I liked your podcast. So.
Well, none other than the dean of coaches in Collier County, Bill Kramer, told me to listen to it. So
Bill is listening.
So that's big time.
If he's our one listener, I'm good with that.
Call it a warm-up for winter when Southwest Florida fruits and veggies are in season. Ahead of that, there are still some homegrown eats that are ripe now. Florida may be famous for its citrus, but plenty of other fruits and veggies enjoy a taste of the state's sunshine. Avocados are ripe now at farmers markets and in backyards. You're likely seeing them quite a lot. A rock star used in both guacamole and avocado toast. It's widely available between June and January. The jumbo-sized jackfruit is also big now. Okra and herbs are yours for the picking too. If you want to sink your teeth into something a bit spicier, hot peppers are also in season. There's no shortage of farmers markets either. Among the most popular in the area are the 3rd Street South Farmers Market in Naples, open Saturdays year-round. The Koreshan State Park Farmers Market opens Sundays year-round. And the Alliance of the Arts Green Market in Fort Myers, which runs each Saturday. Come winter, they're all jam-packed, but in the fall, you can enjoy some open air and fresh food ripe now. When we come back, in a season marred by red tide, blue-green algae, and dying sea life, there is a bright spot, a Gulf rescue captured by our videographer. That story is after the break.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
Coming Saturday, October 27th at Cambier Park in downtown Naples, it's the Paradise Coast Wine and Food Experience. Celebrate the best of the Naples culinary scene with chef personalities, celebrated wine experts, and award-winning special guests such as Chef Scott Conant, restaurateur, author, and judge of Food Network's Chopped. Explore the area's trends and traditions, spirits and craft beer, and savory samplings of this grand tasting. Tickets are available at wineandfood.naplesnews.com.
Jean LeBouf has been an anonymous food critic in Lee County for nearly 40 years, and now JLB is expanding into Collier County.
Look for a new review every week. You'll never know where I'll turn up.
Is your auto insurance keeping pace with your life? Ask for a AAA Triple Check Insurance Review to see if your current policy is still a good fit. An agent will assess changes in your life, like new vehicles or drivers. Make sure you've got the right coverage and all the discounts you deserve. They'll also see how a AAA membership can round out your protection on the road. Plus, provide roadside assistance, discounts, free services, and vacation extras. Ask for your AAA Triple Check today.
The area's only 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting for the care you need. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. Only at Physicians Regional Healthcare System.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
A trend in healthcare is to address medical conditions using the least traumatic approach. When it comes to an overactive bladder, doctors have new options to help people control their urges. Here's the latest in this week's Positively Healthy. For millions of Americans, the urge to use the bathroom is a constant, turning an overactive bladder into an overwhelming problem.
The classic is the person who comes in and says, you know, when I go to a restaurant or I go to the mall, I'm instantly looking for the restroom so I know where it is.
Medications work for many people, but others aren't getting the relief they desire. Surgically implantable devices have been shown to work by stimulating nerves in the spine which control the bladder.
But a lot of people in this area are a little hesitant to undergo that surgery or would like to see how it worked first. So there's a newer system called posterior tibial nerve stimulation that's come to the market.
Board-certified urologist Barclay Story performs the therapeutic PTNS procedure in his Naples office.
You get to come into the office for a course of treatments once a week, and we place a small acupuncture needle right behind your inside of your ankle, and I put a little electric charge to it.
The technique is similar to the implantable option without the surgery. The least invasive form of neuromodulation, doctors focus on using needles to deliver mild electrical pulses to the tibial nerve, which runs through the leg.
The idea is that the nerves that control your bladder function enter your spine right next to these nerves that run to your ankle. And so by feedbacking on these nerves, we kind of piggyback into the spine.
Each PTNS session only takes a matter of minutes. It's typically delivered in a weekly series of 2 6-week sessions. It's a promising option for patients who want to try nerve stimulation without undergoing an operation.
The only real contraindication to this treatment is an implantable pacemaker, which we can work around sometimes. But beyond that, there's really no big downside to it.
For weeks now, we've seen far too many images of dead and dying sea life, so this was a welcome sight. Photojournalist Kinfei Marodi was quick on the scene of a turtle rescue on Sanibel last weekend. Tourists saw the turtle struggling and knew they had to take action.
So I'm just propping up his head out of water so he can breathe and hoping they get here really soon. You feel he tries to take a breath. He's breathing through his nose, but he's swallowing, he's trying. It's hard. You can see the bottom of his mouth, and you can feel underneath his shell it slowly is expanding and contracting, but not like how it should be.
Kind of looking real lethargic.
Yeah, basically. I just noticed that she just completely stopped. Stopped moving around, stopped everything. Her breathing got really labored. Like when she would come up, it was a gasp for breath. It was once every 3 or 4 minutes, which is a really long time. So I was like, we need to go out there and get her. We just kind of used the back of her shell and just kind of pushed her in towards the shore, just so she could kind of not be in the tide, because she kept getting like swayed out and in and all over the place.
So the tailgate for now.
I didn't feel comfortable leaving her because she looked already on the brink of death, and I feel like if we had left, she wouldn't have made it.
Now being cared for at the Clinic for the Rehabilitation of Wildlife, or CROW as it's better known, doctors there confirm the juvenile turtle is displaying the symptoms of red tide poisoning, and it could take months for it to recover. You can continue following the rescued turtle's progress by logging on to news-press.com. That quick response is exemplary of the work our news team delivers day in and day out. Here's a look at what else we're covering on the beat.
Thanks, Amy. Hi, I'm Shelby Reynolds. I'm a features reporter at the Naples Daily News. I've been working on a story about a local nonprofit called Endless Brain. It was started by a woman who wanted to provide music opportunities for children with special needs, including a summer camp and monthly drum circles. Her own daughter has autism, and she's found that music has helped her develop essential development skills. Read more about their story in today's Naples Daily News or online at naplesnews.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Collins, features reporter at the Naples Daily News. This past week I got to check out another local band, this time Kate Scales. They're a Fort Myers-based band that perform all across Southwest Florida for the past year. Kate Scales is a punk rock, pixie cut wearing front woman who loves music and has been performing in musicals and choir all her life, and she's bringing a little bit of pop, rock, and country to Southwest Florida venues. For more on the story and to check out a music video, visit naplesnews.com.
Hi, my name is Brittany Carloni, and I'm a reporter at the Banner and the Naples Daily News. This week, I attended a senior self-defense class at American House Coconut Point in Estero. The Assisted Living Facility's Wellness Director holds 9 black belts and showed seniors how to defend themselves with everyday items like an umbrella or a cane. Read more in Saturday's edition of The Banner and online at naplesnews.com.
I'm Harriet Heithouse, arts and entertainment writer for the Naples Daily News and naplesnews.com. Remember when you went to art exhibitions and just stood there and quietly gazed at things? You won't do that at the FGCU Faculty Art Exhibition opening Thursday. You will look at pictures and they will start to move. You will maybe talk to the subjects of sculptures. You'll also play video games. Read about it in today's Naples Daily News and naplesnews.com.
We can't wrap up our newsroom tour without a stop to see what Brent Batten is pondering in his weekly commentary. Brent.
Thanks, Amy. The meaning of life is boxes. More boxes means more success. A lack of boxes means your life is fraught with difficulty. I've come to this conclusion in recent weeks as my wife and I are in the process of moving. Our days are spent driving from one end of the county to the other to pick up boxes. We begin conversations not with "hi" or "how are you," but with "do you have any boxes?" We raid the supply closet, not to grab pens or notebooks, but to collect the boxes those things come in. When you're moving, it's impossible to have too many boxes. You box up things to put into storage. You box up things to take to your temporary residence. You box up things you're giving away. You box up things you're throwing away. And if you're not sure if you want to store it, bring it, give it away, or throw it away, you put it in a box. Business consultants tell us we should think outside the box. Clearly, these business consultants have never moved. Thinking outside the box leads to chaos and disorder. Without a box, what are you supposed to use a black marker to write instructions like "hall closet" on? The air? Some people may measure happiness in terms of how many friends they have, or how close their family is, or how much money they have. For me, happiness is measured in boxes. I'm Brent Batten. Be sure to read my columns on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays in the Naples Daily News. Check me out on Facebook And as always, thanks for watching. Oh, and do you have any boxes?
Still ahead, we're past the halfway mark of 2018, and at this point we've noticed some pretty solid styles and trends. We're rolling out our hot list for this season. That's ahead on Behind the Headlines.
The area's only 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting for the care you need. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. Only at Physicians Regional Healthcare System.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida. And now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days, because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
Coming Saturday, October 27th at Cambier Park in downtown Naples, it's the Paradise Coast Wine and Food Experience. Celebrate the best of the Naples culinary scene with chef personalities, celebrated wine experts, and award-winning special guests such as Chef Scott Conant, restaurateur, author, and judge of Food Network's Chopped. Explore the area's trends and traditions, spirits and craft beer, and savory samplings of this grand tasting. Tickets are available at wineandfood.naplesnews.com.
Jean LeBouf has been an anonymous food critic in Lee County for nearly 40 years, and now JLB is expanding into Collier County.
Look for a new review every week. You'll never know where I'll turn up.
Is your auto insurance keeping pace with your life? Ask for a AAA triple check insurance review to see if your current policy is still a good fit. An agent will assess changes in your life, like new vehicles or drivers. Make sure you've got the right coverage and all the discounts you deserve. They'll also see how a AAA membership can round out your protection on the road. Plus, provide roadside assistance, discounts, free services, and vacation extras. Ask for your AAA triple check today.
From fleeting moments to a cuddly creature having its moment, they all figure into pop culture as we see it. Here's a few things we're falling for. From mermaids to unicorns, whimsical creatures were off the charts, but now they're yesterday's news. The newest novelty is the llama. Yep, the fluffy, friendly beast is besting the unicorn, gracing everything from fashion accessories to home decor and yummy cakes and decorative desserts. In fact, Pinterest searches for llama home goods are up more than 1,000%. Also hot this fall is the Stories feature on Facebook and Instagram. These mini movies and pics don't last forever, and scrolling them is more fun than the newsfeed. BT Dubs the emoji slider feature on Instagram Story is the new cool thing. And foods we're falling for this season, besides pumpkin everything, it has to be ramen. Not the college budget ramen, but the deluxe authentic ramen with broth, noodles, a protein, and egg. Beyond that, there's avocado toast, of course, which is like the new brunch. Finally, the antidote to hustle and bustle. The buzzword is mindfulness, which is often interchanged with meditation. Either way, slowing down is quickly gaining super trendy status. And it's too early to tell whether this will be a fad or a fail, but it's worth a look. The same people who came out with the Segway self-balancing transporter have something new. Here's the USA Today's Jefferson Graham.
Move over scooters and say hello to the e-skate. Put 2 of these under your feet and start gliding along electrically. $3.99 will be out any day. Let's see how cool it really is.
So look forward, don't look at your feet, but slowly put weight on your toes.
Okay. At this media preview, they're teaching everybody how to do it. It's clearly an acquired skill. How long did it take you to master?
I mean, to master, I zoom around the office just to unwind. But it took me probably a few days to really feel comfortable where I could control, fly at a wall, stop on a dime, and go in reverse, or even do 360s very fast. So it didn't take much time.
So here's how they work. You stick these 2 skates under your feet. There's motors that are ready to start rolling, and to accelerate, you just put weight at the top of your foot and you're rolling along. Kind of hard to break, which is one reason why I prefer traditional roller skates.
Oh, the Segway Drift is aimed at anyone that's 8-year-old that's maybe comfortable on roller skates, as well as someone that's an adult that is looking to just do something different. Rather than kick on freelance skates or roller skates, they have electric-powered e-skates.
Okay, well, it's not as hard as it looks. I could get used to it, but you know what? I prefer my plain old rollerblades. Reporting from downtown Los Angeles, Jefferson Graham, USA Today.
Last on our list of things to look forward to this season, we've come to expect the really good movies of the year to hit theaters starting in the fall. The USA Today has this preview of the best fall flicks.
I don't sing my own songs.
Why?
I just don't feel comfortable.
We have serious problems.
He's waited for this night. He's waited for me.
We live in a complicated world.
It doesn't seem that complicated to me.
That power, it's not completely awful.
That brings us to the close of this week's show. Thank you for watching. Remember, you can always catch up on past editions by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the homepage, scroll down to Quick Links and select Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week.
Edison Stadium, Fort Myers High School. It's just the environment there, I think, is what makes it intimidating. I'm not saying that Fort Myers, the Green Wave, they're not intimidating. It's just the history. You walk in and you see, and they tally how many wins Fort Myers High School has had.